Greetings. Elder Black Knight, the motivator. This is a brother born mastermind Allah. Now we on the subject of what's really going on. We still talking about Nipsey, but we looking at the whole picture. We painting the whole picture, not just a little corner of the picture of why black men are falling like flies, and why we taking each other out, why the police taking each other out, why we dying so fast, so young, why we are being dummied down, why we're being abused, misused. So we got the kind of flavor that will save you, and definitely the kind of knowledge you want to get in college. We're going into melanin. They are taking our melanin. Last video I showed you this Caucasian guy telling you himself that the weather has changed, the sun rays have changed, and they're burning. We call that burn, baby, burn. Now we still connecting these dots, but this is a young scientist, born mastermind Allah, nation of gods and earth. It's a powerful brother right here. Now watch this. We over at Sinetta's studio. When Sinetta was, when he was on the money.
It's such a powerful topic. For one, these are sciences that's not being taught in school. So our babies are in school being taught the same old things that we were taught, that our parents and grandparents was taught, but they're not getting the full story, not getting full truth. So to bring this science to the people, to let them know the time that we are in and how necessary it is to know what's actually going on out there, and how we as a people are completely in tune with nature, how nature is on our side and in favor of us. It comes from us and we are one with it. So when we walking around thinking that walking with a lack mentality or a poverty mentality, or mentality that we are oppressed people, we are only oppressed because we give people the stick to beat us down with. But in reality, this whole universe not only is us, comes from us, in tune with us, but is in our favor. And we're going to show and prove some of those things today.
Now that brother said a mouthful right there that we gonna co-sign and add just a little bit more. Just stay tuned. The kind of knowledge you want to get in college, stay tuned in. You got to be on a certain frequency, because they're trying to snuff out my frequency. It's a lot of brothers that's agents for the government. We're going to expose them one by one. Agents, hypocrites, and gatekeepers. But right now, we want to educate you. In the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the seventh day, it's another sun that's out there. The scientists, the Caucasian scientists, know what time it is, because they stole our history. Earlier in some of the recent videos, I'm telling you that the Romans burnt down Alexandria, and then they went, took all that knowledge up to the Vatican, and that's how you got the Catholic Church. They stole They stole all them book, all that knowledge, or took all that knowledge and hid it away. And this is what they're ruling with. You know. And this is how they came out with the King James version of the Bible, so et cetera, et cetera. But they're taking our melanin and putting it in pill. Melanin is all in our arteries, all in our system, period. Heart, liver, blood, brain. And they taking it because they gotta try to live into this serious heat wave that's getting ready to come. And the more melanin you got, the more chances you got surviving it. You got to eat, have a proper diet, eat right. You know. So let's check it out, see where we at. She's right in it. You see some white skin. Now I'm going to pause it and comment over it because she's not really talking to the black man and black woman. She's talking to her people, but we'll illustrate that.
Diagnosed with skin cancer in the U.S. than any other kind of cancer combined. In fact, melanoma, a highly dangerous type of skin cancer, is estimated to claim one life every hour. So what if you could lower your risk of skin cancer by changing the color of your skin? Okay, this is a big subject, so let's start with the sun.
Right away, right there, you know she's not talking about, or not talking to the black man and black woman. Remember that.
Everyone has something in their skin called melanin, a biological pigment that gives us the color of our skin, hair, and eyes. The cells in our...
See, right away, she's trying to say that she has a color. She has no color. She has the lack of pigmentation, the lack of melanin. She's almost transparent. So she's right. Everyone has melanin, but they have a lack of it. That's why they gotta kill us and take it, put it in a pill.
Epidermis that make this pigment are called melanocytes, and everyone has the same number of them, but everyone's melanocytes make different amounts.
She's lying right there. What she means is everyone. She talking about white people or Caucasian. It can't be. She can't be talking about black or brown people, even yellow or tan people. She can't be talking.
Amounts of melanin and different kinds. Melanin serves a few very important purposes besides giving your skin its color. When you're outside, your skin is being exposed to the ultraviolet rays of the sun. UV radiation is just that, radiation, and prolonged exposure can damage the DNA of your skin cells.
Now, those Caucasian with blue eyes and real light eyes, even the eye color, your eyes got melanin in them. You know. And if you got blue eyes, that means you don't hardly have none. You know? Let's continue.
Enough damage that DNA can start to malfunction and the life cycle of your skin cells is disrupted, potentially causing uncontrolled replication and leading to cancerous growths. Your body's looking out for you though, and has a couple of defense mechanisms, one of which is your melanocytes. Inside your melanocytes are little melanin-producing factories called melanosomes. If the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, the melanosome is the powerhouse of the melanocyte. And there are two kinds of melanin produced by these melanosomes: eumelanin, a darker pigment, and pheomelanin, a light-colored pigment. Melanin blocks UV photons from damaging your skin, so those without a lot of it, or people with lighter skin, are at higher risk of sun damage. So when your skin is exposed to more sun, your melanocytes are turned on to produce more UV-blocking melanin to protect your cells. How much melanin and which kind is controlled by your genes. That's why some people's skin tone deepens, or is making more melanin when exposed to sunlight. Others can't produce more than a certain amount of melanin and so find their skin exposed to more damage, resulting in sunburn. So more melanin equals darker skin tone and equals protection from the sun's harmful rays. The big takeaway from all this detail is that those with more melanin, particularly eumelanin, are at decreased risk for skin cancer. And now, researchers have explored how that level of protection can be artificially induced for those who don't have it naturally. It turns out that the melanosomes...
They're saying artificially. They're saying artificially. They're not producing this artificially. This is something that really can't be produced artificially. You got to have the real thing to produce it. Then you could add on to that, but you got to have the original thing. And this going to be continued. We're going to show them telling you about these pills. They want you to buy some too because you think you them. See, birds of a feather flock together. There are all types of birds in the sky. All types of birds on the planet. But birds of the same feather flock together. You don't see the chicken hanging out with the eagle. Eagles fly with eagles. Hell, eagles don't. They don't hardly fly in flocks anyway. But that chicken ain't gonna eat. Matter of fact, he see that eagle, he can run it. So eagles fly with eagles. Eagles reproduce eagles. And chickens can't even fly, but they try hard. This is Black Light. Stay tuned now. We're going to talk about those pills on the next set.